Cheating is never good in any situation, whether it's in relationships, competitions, or even just taking a test. Unfortunately though, when I was in second grade, I ended up doing one of the last things on this list. On the day of Halloween, the entire class had to take a spelling test, which at the time I was not prepared for, and if I failed it, my grade would flunk for the first 9 weeks. Maybe if the test wasn't on the day that I was going to shove a bunch of candy down my stomach, I probably would have been ready to take it. So I was left with the option to put a fake ass smile on my face and act like I was going to pass the test, or either cheat my way into it, which is exactly what I'll break down in today's video. Also, if you haven't seen episode 6 yet, I recommend watching it because it will clear up anything that I'm getting ready to talk about. But before I do that, I need you to subscribe, I need you to like, I need you to click share, I need you to comment on this video, and save it to your playlist because all that helps with the algorithm. Alright, let's get to it. Second grade was a rough start for me entering public school, and my teacher was pretty much the reason why. Mrs. Haas, yes, I will call her out publicly anytime, was not the brightest person at all. Now she wasn't an asshole, but she had many triggers that made you not want to get under her skin. I say that because somehow I still remember the day I got not only suspended, but written up just for talking. So yeah, that sums up the reason behind the title of this video. Walking into her class was so nerve-wracking that the whole process of how we take our test was just cycling through my head. Paper walls up, number 2 pencils to the side, and heads down are the 3 things she would always say that would always drill into my head. Also, for any of y'all who never experienced those paper walls you had to put up to make sure nobody cheated, you are the most blessed person on this earth. I hated those things, but it ended up actually being my ticket to passing this test. It wasn't just because of the paper walls though. It was also because I was sitting next to the smartest student in class. Her name is Emily, and she got A+ on every report card for the entire school year. Emily's intelligence was so high that Miss Haas didn't even look at her as a child anymore. She would allow Emily to sit in her chair with her legs propped up all over the table while everybody else was given assignments. Not only that, she would also allow her to be under the table and read books, which was fucking weird. Looking back at it though, I was a little jealous, but at the same time, I really didn't care. Now when the test started, it was 20 questions, and Miss Haas was sitting on a table in the center of the classroom as her eyes were locked onto every kid in class. But it felt like she was looking at me the entire time. On question number 1, I did the old yawn trick just to get through the first answer. And then for question number 2, Miss Haas's head was slightly towards me, but her eyes wasn't in my direction. Don't worry though, that didn't fool me because I knew her peripherals were probably strong as hell. From there, I'm not sure if Mrs. Haas's ass was tired of sitting on that table, but I could tell by the way she was leaning left and right. It ended up being the most perfect moment for me because she moved to her desk, which was in the corner of the room, and I didn't even hesitate. I took every opportunity I had by leaning left and right on the seat just like how she was on that table, and I was actually able to get every answer from question 3 all the way to question 20. When all the students turned in their tests, she didn't even pass it back so every student could know who passed the test. What Miss Haas did was that she passed out sweet tarts for anybody who got over an 80. And you already know my black ass hand was out and ready to snatch that candy out her damn hand. I ate those sweet tarts with gratitude because it was either go big or go home. It didn't even matter since I ended up getting a 95 on the test. So what can you learn from this video? That cheating is wrong and you should never do it. Unless your second grade life depends on it. Thank you for watching this entire video. I use Canva to get all my images for the video, so click the link in the description to get your 30-day free trial. You know who I am, and I'll see you in the next one.